I was at the store. Every once in a while, I buy like specialty cream sodas, like not diet ones, the good kind. And I got Farrah Fawcett cream soda, which they have. And then I got Muammar Gaddafi cream soda. It's called Cream My People. Liberating taste. Yeah, it says liberating taste on it.
But
so,
Cream My People's a little sexual. Is that just me?
It maybe is.
You know, Gaddafi was the guy who had that team of hot, sexy female bodyguards. Did you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was into creaming his people and gassing them.
Purportedly.
Who are you going to believe? George Bush? Please.
Wait, was Gaddafi the one? Did he get accused of gassing, or is that just a
I don't
side?
think so. I want to say that Gaddafi had like yellow cake uranium or something. He had chemical weapons or some shit. And like right after 9/11, I feel like the Bush White House was like, all right, anybody who's got any shit out there, we're coming for you. And Gaddafi was like, my friend, take all of my shit. Take it all. And then he's dead like 2 years later. That sent a great message to all the despots out there. Don't give up your scary shit, or they'll kill you in a year or two. That's all that's keeping you alive, scary despots around the world. You're scary shit.
Noted.
Hold on to your scary
Kim
shit.
Jong-un.
Yeah, hang on to your nukes and your smallpox and your sarin gas and your VX rockets and all that shit, or they'll come and get you.
You know, like, maybe I'm just being a pessimist, but I don't think we're going to solve this Middle East situation. I think we should probably just fucking cut and run and just get out of there, right? Like, we've done nothing but ruin the lives of millions of Middle Eastern people at the expense of trillions of dollars for taxpayers.
All right.
Like,
I agree with you, but I want to do a little topic change here.
Yes.
I have a couple things. I find them all to be hilarious. These are some things that happened this week. I'm just going to pull up my little tab here. So, Brett Favre, the thing where Brett Favre got trolled, I think that's funny. I have a menagerie of ghetto fights, we'll call them, all with women. I only like the ladies when they fight. Ladies, all right? Several of them end up getting hit by cars.
That's great.
And I also have Pathetic Mealtime Episode 1, which is...
I want to see that one so much. Can we do it first?
I'm absolutely fine with that. Now,
Did you give a backstory for Pathetic Mealtime for everybody?
Yeah. Anyone who's not aware of Pathetic Mealtime, I am the executive producer / creative director of Pathetic Mealtime. Basically, it's our friend Anthony, who's a $50 a month patron. He's a fun guy. I think he's about 20 years old, something like that. He's out in California. He's got a little bit of a rough living situation. He's had a hard time growing up, and it's made him a bit of an odd duck. But we like him. We have a good time with him, and he's got kind of a rough life, like I said. And currently, his home life's a little complicated. So late at night, if he wants to eat something, he can't use the kitchen because there are people sleeping in the living room. And so he had to go out on his little tiny balcony to cook something. And I told him, I was like, man, when I was a kid, if I wanted to cook something late at night, like in the summertime when I'm staying up all night long, you're out of school, and I didn't want to wake my parents, I would take like the George Foreman grill or like whatever out on the porch, and I would cook out there. That way I didn't like smoke out the house and wake my parents up and get in trouble. And so he sets up a little kitchen out on his little balcony, and he sets up a live stream on Twitch. And it was very sad to watch because he's making these enormous double cheeseburgers. He's got a pet carrier as a table, and he's got like a George Foreman grill or something like that. And he's got all of his condiments laying around haphazardly. And he's got these massive beef burgers he's cooking. They're double cheeseburgers.
Can I just play this while you're talking? It's an hour long.
Yeah. You're gonna want to skip all through it. I'm telling you, like maybe like show a little bit of the cooking. Like do it at your leisure, because I've only come on board as executive producer / creative director today. So
he is using a pet carrier as his canvas here.
Yeah. So
this is sad.
Probably for a pit bull.
What time of day is it?
It's 5, dude. It's 5 a.m. California time. I woke up at 7
Where's
a.m.
this guy live?
He wouldn't give a shit. Sacramento. I'm obviously on the East Coast, and so I wake up at like 7 a.m. I'm like, rise and shine, motherfuckers, and I hop online to see if anything happened in the world while I was asleep, and everybody is talking about something I'm not seeing, and I'm like, what's going on, guys? They're like, he's streaming it. He's streaming the Pathetic Mealtime we were talking about. I'm like, holy shit! So I hop on board, and he's already cooking, and he's got like. Keep in mind, this is his like cell phone jammed up on like a rug that's rolled up and stuck in the corner. Like
I love the tripod.
It's not plugged in, so the battery is like ticking down, and it's an hour long because that's when the battery died. Okay, on his cell phone. At
So
one
going
point,
off his shoe for some reason at 33 minutes.
I'm not getting any audio. Is there audio?
There should be audio, but I can't confirm. There was audio at the time of the broadcast.
It's cold.
Oh, I heard him say something.
Yeah, at one point towards the end, after he finishes both of his gigantic, I want to say it was a pound of meat. Just a pound of meat with cheese melted on top.
5 in the morning?
At 5 in the morning. He was hungry. And at the end, he's wearing full PKA. If you're not watching this like a fool, he's wearing full PKA gear. He's got the hat, he's got the sweatshirt, and he like gets this really greasy hand from like the burger grease dripping on it and just wipes it right on his pants. I love that. Like, and so all this week we've been talking to him about like video ideas and we've been buying him stuff on Amazon for the show. I bought him a hot plate. Another guy bought him a deep fryer.
Is this? I don't cook much. Is this a hot plate I'm looking at?
I want to say it's like a George Foreman type thing. That
George
he's cooking.
Foreman is like a clamshell, though. This is just a hot surface of some sort.
This is only half of a George Foreman grill.
Yeah. Look,
Okay.
yes. It's some kind of an electric griddle.
Okay.
I actually didn't see the cooking live. By the time I tuned in, he was eating. And that to me was the funniest part. It was like, all right, well, let's just watch Anthony eat a few gigantic burgers while
He's
he
making
stares.
4 huge burgers, 4 like 3/4 pounders or something.
They were
satisfying to watch a guy eat for some reason.
It really is. And so I was immediately like, this is not epic mealtime. This is pathetic mealtime. First of all, don't move that bicycle or that lawnmower you've got in the background. That's Kara.
Yeah.
My wife, my
Right
daughter
now, he's
has
on
the same bike, I think.
Don't get rid of the pet carrier. That is your work surface, the pet carrier. At one point, he was going to get in the pet carrier, but it was wet on the inside. So I'm hoping tonight we get him in the pet carrier. That's right. Pathetic Mealtime Episode 2, premiering tonight. If you're a Patreon, get on over to Twitch and watch little Anthony, Big Anthony. He's going to be cooking up some corn dogs and some French fries. I suggested that earlier tonight. He's been out all this afternoon shopping for cornmeal and sugar and flour and stuff. My buddy Slade, I think, PayPal'd him a few monies so that he could afford.
He's so happy.
Oh, nothing makes this man happier than monies and corn dogs and beef.
The video.
The eating though, like if you go to like 40 minutes or so, it's funny. I think I know what he's talking about. Like when he's sitting there, first of all, to set the stage, there's a pet carrier. There's the smallest little like coffee table kind of thing you can imagine he's eating on. There's 2 old bikes. There's a pile of trash in the corner. There's a string. There's like 2 strings tied to a lawnmower running the length of the small porch.
Oh, the lawnmower is the laundry line.
Shit.
You realize that's a
it's
laundry
shit
line. It
setup.
has the clips on it.
Yeah,
he's got.
We're
going
to utilize that. We're going to utilize that in the cooking process later.
I didn't realize the lawnmower was
he's
the
sitting
host.
And as he's eating in silence, alone, 5:30 in the morning with his burger, like he'll take a bite, take like 3 chews, and then like give a half smile and like nod to himself.
Yeah.
Like you know what? In the midst of this burger is good.
Like,
so that's
very
good.
good. So episode 2, if you're a patron and you're watching this early, like tonight, as of like December 6th, or it may roll over to the 7th at midnight or whatever, he will be streaming tonight. I'm sure. It may be late. I don't know. I'm asking right now what his Twitch is because I don't know exactly. It's probably like Xbox PC Man or some shit like that. Yeah.
Anthony is me, all one word.
Thank you. You nailed it. And so that's episode 2 tonight. Will be corn dogs. I hope that's what I suggested today. He loved the idea. I sent him a few recipes and French fries. I told him like all you need is a potato, some wieners, and batter mix, etc., and you're good to go. Episode 3, which probably will debut this weekend. He is going to take that bicycle, and with a shoestring, I'm not making this up, with a shoestring, he is going to tie a wagon to the back of that bicycle, and he is going to pedal to a nearby park to use their grills, right? They have those grills that are free to the public, and in the dead of night, in a scary-ass, crime-riddled park with prostitutes and heroin dealers and addicts, he is going to grill something up for us real nice. Now, I haven't financed his next adventure yet. Episode 3 has not currently been funded. We'll see how episode 2 does. So if you're listening to this, let's support Anthony. Anthony has a rough time. He is a Uber Eats driver. He has a hard time getting by when he puts gas into his car. His car is like it barely moves. It's a real. It's a
That's
real.
how much gas it needs.
He was like, I need $16.
The car has cancer.
He was like, I need $16. He's like, I have $24 to my name. It costs $16 just to get enough gas in the car to make it to the store and back, because he's getting like 3 miles per gallon or something. Probably needs a quart of oil too to make that drive, because he's burning oil. And then after that, I've got like $8 or whatever to like buy the ingredients. And we're like, all right, well, we'll help you out with the ingredients, man. Let's get Pathetic Mealtime rolling here before we'll roll out the merch later on, But for now, let's just get some recipes, some utensils, some cooking implements.
I hope you stay as passionate being the venture capitalist for this endeavor, because this is hilarious. Like I like the idea of you sending him
burgers for all the prostitutes and drug dealers. That would be a good show. You could
That'd be
just
hilarious.
sit out there.
corn dogs.
I skipped around. Did he sit there and eat all 4 burgers?
Yeah. He made
Yeah.
doubles. He made double cheeseburgers, and each one is like a half a pound, and he ate them up like a champion. And then he stared into that camera like Private Pyle from Full Metal Jacket and talked to us.
Oh, I scrolled through, like I
Doing it now.
scrubbed through the last hour of it, and it's him standing there, like in Paranormal Activity, when it like gets to 3 a.m. and then it like fast forwards to 7 a.m. and the woman's standing there the whole time, totally still. It's really, don't do that anymore, Anthony.
No,
Like sit down when you address the camera,
No.
because that's creepy.
no. Don't you
creepy's
try to
bad
mess
in
with my
this
talent.
context?
Don't try to mess with my talent. Anthony's charm is that he's probably got Asperger's. Anthony's charm is that he's not great socially. Anthony's charm is that he is Pathetic Mealtime. Okay?
Man, you're really pumping this guy up.
Dude, I like Anthony. And so I only see him in the context of the Patreon Hangout. And I find him to be... he doesn't talk a lot. But my impression is that he's keeping up with everything socially with ease. He's laughing at the people less socially adept than he is.
The people who know him were having a real laugh at you saying that about him. They were like, what, he thinks he's a step ahead socially. It's because
he doesn't talk much, so it doesn't expose if he's behind.
Exactly.
For those who don't know, Anthony's
Hangout.
the same guy who did the cosplay of each of us, where like when he wore a fan on his back with the trash bag as Woody, and I don't remember what he did for Kyle or me. He cosplayed as all of us. It was hilarious. Yeah. What did he do for you, Kyle? I don't remember.
I think he was
He
drinking.
had like alcohol and maybe a shirt and a gun of some kind or something like that. I don't remember. It was something like that. But yeah, we're gonna make this a thing. The only limiting factor will be his get up and go, his drive to do it, because he has a couple of benefactors in myself and another gentleman who
He's
Slate.
got a lot of pans in the fire, Kyle. You can't expect to get all of his enthusiasm and drive on your project.
One of my video ideas is, now that he has a deep fryer that the other guy sent him, is to put the deep fryer in the passenger seat of his car, buckle it in, get one of those adapters so he can plug it into the cigarette lighter, and go to like McDonald's and order the burgers while he's frying up the French fries and be like, "Come on, you gotta hurry, they're almost out." and be like making fresh French fries over there in the corner. Or if I can get him to like be cool and like not care about being embarrassed, to like order raw French fries from McDonald's, be like, no, I want them frozen. give me a pack of frozen fries, and to just dump them into the deep fryer right next to him and drive while he cooks.
Okay.
All right, so one last thing on pathetic mealtime. Look, guys, people are listening to this. Anthony needs our support, both emotional support and financial support. Okay, Woody, would you show them Anthony's chair? This is the chair that he sits in every day. Okay, I just linked it down there. This is the base of Anthony's gaming chair. He sits in this every day. I feel like Sarah McLachlan right now. In the arms of the angel. Every day, little Anthony sits in this chair.
How does that work?
Fly away with me. Propped up with duct tape.
Kyle, that was so good. We're going to get copyright struck.
In the arms of the angel.
The bots will pick that up for sure.
It's fucking duct tape and 2x4s to keep this thing like going. His microphone stand, like what I've got going on like right here, he's got the microphone and then the arm, but there's no connectivity, so it's duct taped. It's all just duct taped together. It's okay.
I find that easy to believe.
It's
This is a hell of an engineering feat. He's got these two 2x4s sandwiched around what must be a broken chair.
Kyle didn't even mention what I think I'm spotting, an industrial strength zip tie coming out the bottom
didn't catch
there.
that. You're absolutely right. I
Yeah.
think that's part of the mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
duct
and then
tape
the white,
and zip ties. This guy
and
has
then
got it going on.
Redundancy.
and then there's that white milky substance all over the base of the legs. Let's ignore that as well. But yeah, Anthony needs our prayers, our viewership.
It's the
money.
masturbation station too.
I'm sure it is. That
explains the
yeah.
white milky stuff at the bottom is what I'm getting at.
For sure. Yeah. I understand. I follow. Yeah. So yeah, Pathetic Mealtime episode 2 preparing tonight. I hope, and getting some corn dogs, and I'm gonna make him eat an entire bag of corn dogs. Like he better eat 8 of those bitches, or we will pull funding.
We'll pull funding. Oh Jesus!
All right, so